Good morning. This is MGTOW is the only way to live. I'm your host, Alpha Male. Yes, I'm aware I'm copying Tom John's format, but I will develop a better presentation as these videos progress. The weekend is almost over for me. I drank a lot this weekend, and I want to stop that. But we're in February and there's nothing to do. I'm isolated. I can't really do anything. Well, I could, but I mean, it's so fucking cold outside that I'm just enjoying the weekend, basically. But I'm a very hard-working person. I'm having a beer right now. I'm getting ready to, after that I will eat and I will take a nap, and then I'll wake up and I'll probably do something productive tonight. I was listening, as I was doing my work here, the work I do, or one component of the work I do, I was listening to Tom Likas all morning, and he was talking about cheating, and I wanted to throw my 2 cents in on the topic of cheating with my ex. And the reason why I talk about my ex, because there's this specific ex is because she was basically my only real girlfriend in my whole life. I spent 5 years with her, so I dwell on that's what I draw from my experience in a relationship. Now, what I want to talk about is the topic of cheating. My history of cheating. My ex-girlfriend, I never actually caught her cheating, but I suspect she was cheated on me. And she did admit that she cheated on me on one of our last fights, but I don't know. But anyways, okay, well, let's start how I suspected she got caught cheating on me. But I would, look at, this girl deserved to get cheated on because she never gave me sex. Even the first year, she took sex away from me, and it was very, very limited. And anyways, sex, she deserved to get cheated on. She was a complete fucking bitch. She never gave me sex. She was just a big pain in the fucking ass. And she basically, like I said in the other videos, ruined my 30s. She deserved to get cheated on. She was a complete fucking bitch. And she was completely useless in bed. And it was a very passive-aggressive relationship on her part. Now, okay, so 3 years into our relationship, she used to go on vacation with her family. Keep in mind, okay, this girl was 18 when I met her, and I was 29. So, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so this story happened when she was 21. Our sex life was a joke, by the way, and it was really torturous because she was gorgeous. She could have been so good if she wanted to be. You know, whatever. Okay, so she came home from one of her vacation cycle in 2006. And I was, at the time, I was I was doing a loser's job. From my perspective, I was a loser at the time, okay? She came to visit me at my night shift when she got back, and she had a hickey on her, and she used to go to a surf community. That was her vacation. A surfing community by the ocean on her vacation cycle. I'm not going to say the city because I don't want to give myself away if she ever hears these videos, which I doubt she will, but anyways, I actually feel really bad putting all this on the internet, but I can't resist. I love getting shit off my chest. So she came to visit me at my loser job during that work cycle at midnight. I was doing a night shift. She had a hickey on her neck, and she had rug burns on her knees, it turned out. I don't remember how I saw the rug burns. Maybe it was the next day. But the hickey at night, she explained it, it was her pack sack that was rubbing against her neck. So I kind of let it go because how the hell could she cheat on me? You know, I was delusional. I was clueless back then, delusional. How could my baby ever cheat on me? So yeah, okay, well, that makes sense. It'd be a pack sack. But I guess the next day I saw the rug burns on her knees, and that's when I confronted her. I said, "You cheated on me," and she basically must have women think we're fucking stupid, man. And to me, if I came home from vacation and I had a hickey on my neck, you would not see me until that hickey healed. That's how arrogant and dumb women are, and I don't know. But anyways, so basically she turned it around on me and vilified me. How dare I accuse her of cheating? And I should feel bad because she hurt her knees, or she scratched her knees surfing. How the fuck do you scratch your knees surfing? I guess on the board, I guess, maybe, I guess. But a hickey and rug burns at the same time? No. Anyways, I let it go, but you know what I mean. Of course she cheated on me. What am I, a moron? But whatever. I cheated on her whatever. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Let's get to my cheating. And the reason why I cheated on her, because at one point, well, basically back then I was a young man. I was, I never believed in being faithful to a woman, but now even less. But when I cheated on her about a year into it, our relationship, when I was mad at her because her sex life sucked. And I don't think I did get one blowjob from her at one point, but I basically, in the bathtub, I remember saying, you know what, just don't even bother, you suck at it. It was horrible. She's, you know what, if you're not going to put your heart into it, I don't even want it. I don't want to force you to give me a blowjob. Just, you know what, just sit, just lay back like a starfish and I'll fuck you. That'll be our sex life. I do like you, I do like spending time with you, you're a complete fucking bitch, but you know what I mean, that's what I'm thinking in my mind. But I cheated on her. The first time I cheated on her, because I used to go to this one particular gym, and there was this fucking 19-year-old girl. Her name was Tanya. We'll call her, even though that is her real name. But this girl was a club girl, and I didn't think she would be attracted to me, but for some reason she was attracted to me at the gym. And she turned out to be a big fucking moron, by the way. Like one of the dumbest airheads I've ever met in my life. And I joke to all my friends. I tell the story many times to all my friends. And so at the gym, I don't know, over the course of, this is 13 years ago. So again, I don't remember all the specifics of the story. I just remember that it happened. I don't remember verbatim what linear timeline it happened. But at some point it was February in the winter. She wanted me to drive her home. So, but I had to pick my girlfriend up at her parents' house and bring her to my place right after the gym around midnight-ish or something like that, or 1 or whatever. But I couldn't resist. I'm going to drive Tanya home. So, because Tanya, even though she was dumb as a wall, it turned out to be still attracted to her. She was 19 for Christ's sakes. So I drive, and my girlfriend at this particular time was extremely jealous. Suspicious of me, and she should have been too. She had the right to be, but because of that, she was a pain in the ass. So I drive this girl Tanya home, and it wasn't far from the gym. I drive her to her shithole house in the slums, because it was a slummy area. So I drive her home, and this girl's a fucking moron. So it's freezing outside. I'm in my car, the heater's going on. I'm in a parking lot, and the car's running. She says to me something like this. She talked like this. She says, "Oh, did you hear the new Britney Spears album? It's good." And she talked just like that. "Did you hear the new Britney Spears album? It's good." So you can imagine, did you hear the new Britney Spears album? It's good. What type of mentality we're dealing with here? "Did you hear the new Britney Spears album? It's good." And then at one point she said to me, she's sitting there next to me, and she says, this is in the car, over the course of 10-15 minutes, "Do you want to see my tits?" So I said, do you want to see my tits? And she did this weird thing with her eyes, where her eyes would go back and forth, side to side. And I said, yeah, sure. So she pulls out her tits and shows me her tits, and she says, "Do you want to feel my tits?" And so I felt them, and I guess we kissed or whatever, but then I had to go. That was that. Tanya's going upstairs, and we're calling it a night. So then, and Tanya, she reeked of perfume. So of course my car was polluted with her smell. Now I have to go pick up my girlfriend at her parents' house now, and of course my girlfriend, she's not dumb, she's gonna smell the perfume. So here I am driving down the boulevard to my girlfriend's house to pick her up, and I got both my windows down, and I'm trying to get this fucking smell out. I drove an extra fucking 5 probably miles to get that smell out. Picked her up. I never got busted on it. The same gym around the same period, I knew the owner. Well, I was good friends with the owner of the gym. I'm still good friends. He's one of my best friends. I've known the guy for 20 years now. But he was part owner of this gym with his partners, his 5 partners, who were all older guys at the time. But he was not there. Yeah, he was there this night. Okay, yeah, sorry. So here, I'm gonna stop the camera because I have to. It's gonna shut off. So yeah, here I'm back. So around 11:55, I'm at the gym and I'm on the treadmill, and then the guy working the front desk, I knew. I'll say his name. His name was Kamal. His name was Kamal, because nobody will. This is so far removed that no one will know who I am. So Kamal comes to me and he says, "Hey, well, we'll call me Alpha Male. Hey, Alpha Male, we're closing in 5 minutes. I say, yeah, I know, I'm gonna get ready to leave. Yeah, fine. And he says, hey, alpha male, do you want to get laid? You want to get laid tonight or whatever? You want to get what did he say? He says, you want to get your dick sucked tonight? I'm like, well, what are you talking about? He says, there's a girl back there in the pool area, this porn star chick, she's gonna fucking suck us all off when it's closed. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, ha, funny, right? What, are you serious? Yeah, she's behind the pool area, go check it out. I'm like, yeah, whatever, ha, funny, come on, whatever, you quit pulling my leg. No, dude, seriously, go back there and check it out. So I go back, so then the gym closes or whatever in this 5-minute time frame. The gym closes or whatever, and he takes me back to the pool area, and I go in the pool area, and sure as shit, there's this fucking naked girl, or I don't know if she was naked yet, but she was in the hot tub, and there was like 5, 6, 7 guys there, and it was her all alone. And so I don't remember how it worked out, but eventually the gym closed and I went in there. And then her boyfriend, who turned out to be a porn producer, this girl's about 24. And this guy was a fucking loser. Her boyfriend, talk about a scumbag. But I have respect for the guy. You know, he was a fucking pimp in retrospect, but he was a real fucking sleazebag. Anyways, so he gives us the speech. There's about 8, 9, 10 guys there. I forget what it was. It was between 7 and 11 guys for sure, 100%. He says, "Look, okay, here's the rules. My girlfriend is gonna suck you guys all off, but you have to respect her." And that was the rules. What kind of rules are those? So I'm so sorry. Let me repeat that story because the camera shut off. So we go back into the pool area. And the guy says, okay, okay guys, so the rules are, my girlfriend's gonna suck you guys all off, but the rules are you have to respect her. Don't be disrespectful. And so I'm really curious, but I'm so paranoid of getting caught cheating because my girlfriend, she's waiting for me at home, by the way, because I gave her a key to my apartment at this point. So, and I'm really paranoid, but I can't resist. I gotta watch this shit, you know. And I'm not, in my mind, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get sucked off by her yet, but I just want to see. And the reason why I'm not sure that I want to get sucked off, because I don't want to fucking catch some STD. And especially, it's a real turnoff to see a girl sucking other guys' cocks. For me, anyways, that's a real fucking turnoff. But I gotta see this. I have to witness this. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event. So I'm in the hot tub. I got my shorts on still, and she's sucking. There's maybe 2 or 3 of us in the hot tub, and the other guys are all in the pool, around the pool area as well. I don't know, but she's sucking 1 or 2 guys off at the same time, or going back and forth, and I'm watching it. And this girl, she directs her attention to me. She wants to suck me off, and I'm like, well, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it yet. I'll think about it. But because of that, she's really intrigued. So she gets my shorts off. So I'm in the fucking hot tub naked, which is really uncomfortable for me because I don't want to be naked around a bunch of fucking guys. But I'll play the game. And she's touching my wang and stuff like that. It's fine, but I don't let her. I say, look, I'll think about it, but I got a girlfriend at home waiting for me. But I'll think about it. And then she says to me something like, she says, well, why don't you call your, this is what a whore this fucking girl was. And I'll get to more facts on why this girl was a whore. She says, well, why don't you call your girlfriend and call her up and get her over here, and I'll fuck her too, she said. And I was, holy shit. And first of all, my girlfriend back at home was a complete prude. She would not be into this, believe me. She did not like girls either, and she would not have liked this girl, because she hated sluts. My girlfriend was a real fucking prude. Hardcore vegan and a hardcore feminist. So, the night, I spent about 3 hours there, and at one point I was standing next to my best friend against the wall, and so I'm to the left and my best friend's to the right, and she comes over to my best friend, and I'll never forget this. We're sort of sitting against the wall, and she comes over naked, and he starts fingering her and sucking her pussy right there, and all of a sudden he yanks his finger out. She splashed some liquid on the floor, and it hit my leg. I remember the liquid hit my leg, and I was freaked out by that. You know, and I was extremely interested, but extremely. I don't want to touch this girl, man. I don't want to catch an STD. And I remember at one point, and that was a real turnoff, seeing her suck a bunch of guys off. What a fucking turnoff that was, man. It was gross to me, but I could not resist watching. It was fascinating to me. And so at one period we went to the hot tub areas where she was gonna get fucked now. But she said, I remember she gave me the speech, or she gave me the speech saying, Okay, well, you have to wear condoms, guys. And I remember her telling me at one point, she took me aside or something like that, or I don't know how, but I remember her telling me, you have to wear a condom with me because I fuck at least 100 guys a month, she said to me. I was like, I was flabbergasted. 100? This girl fucked 100 guys a month. Unbelievable. 24 years old around. I remember she was probably a 7 on 10. She was good looking, but I mean, she was... Sorry, I just said something that would reveal my identity, so I had to stop the tape and start it up again. So this girl is extremely white trash. Really, really white trash. So, and I remember we went to the hot tub area, and there was this black guy there, and I remember I was standing there watching, and she was sucking him off, and I remember he got really annoyed with me. He said to me, "Look, dude, you either got to jump in on this, or you got to leave because you're freaking me out," or something like that. I remember he said to me, which of course I totally agree with. I mean, but I couldn't resist watching. But eventually I left. Because this is, like I said, I had to watch this event. I didn't want to touch her because I'm really paranoid about getting STDs. Really paranoid about STDs. So there's no way in hell I'm fucking touching a girl that's just sucking off 7 guys. But I have to watch, like I said. So I go home, drive home in the middle of winter, and I know my ex-girlfriend's at my place waiting for me, and I know she's gonna read me the riot act, and she's gonna be extremely pissed off because I didn't call nothing. Because I knew if I'd called, you know, I'd have to deal with her shit, and I'd have to leave, and I couldn't watch the event. So I begrudgingly open the door to my apartment, and I see her there. She's on my bed, and she's fucking pissed off. You can just tell. So I go in, and I look at her, and I'm like, ah, shit, I'm sorry I'm late. I forget what excuse I gave her, but she was furious. And all of a sudden, I see her. She's looking at something on my bed, an item. So I look at the item. Oh fuck. She went through my fucking drawers and she found my porno stash, which were like 5 DVDs back then, which I didn't even buy. But this is the reason why I had these pornos back in the days, because, you know, 13, 14 years ago, you couldn't, like, I mean, I didn't have access to the internet back then. So pornos were like gold. And if you wanted a porno, you had to do the walk of shame into the video store. And I was not prepared to do that walk of shame. So I had found these particular pornos hovering on top of a garbage can outside a pizza shop for whatever reason. There was like 3 or 4 or 5 DVDs just sitting on top of the garbage, at the top of the garbage can. So I picked them up. I was like, wow, fucking awesome. Fucking, what a find, right? And one of the titles was Barely Legal, which was, you know, really bad. You know, everybody who knows porno knows the term Barely Legal. It's a hilarious title, and you know, but I made the mistake of taking these pornos home and putting them in my drawer, and she found them. She didn't understand Barely Legal anyway. She was really pissed off about that because it makes you look like a pervert. But you know, Barely Legal, basically, everyone knows Barely Legal is. It's just basically girls that are just 18, just turned 18 or whatever. You know, whatever. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows. It's just a marketing gimmick. But she was fucking furious, and she made me break those DVDs right in front of her. And I think I told her the story of how I found them, but of course she didn't. But anyway, she was fucking furious, and she made me break my DVDs. But and I subsequently cheated on her a few more times, but she deserved it. There's another story that I'll tell about cheating on her, but I won't go into details now. But anyways, I don't feel bad about cheating on her because she never gave me sex, and she was a complete bitch, and she was probably cheating on me anyway because you know what, guys, you can't trust a fucking girl. You can't, because they're all fucking liars. Any girl out there right now, especially in today's climate, has got about fucking 10 guys that she's chatting with on text at any given time. If you know, I guarantee, if not more, the women are fucking they monkey branch to the next guy. They've always got 10 guys in the bullpen waiting to fucking do your job at any given time. So I don't feel fucking bad about it in any way, shape, or form. And I will never be faithful to a girl ever again in my life, because I just want to enjoy my life. And I've been through the ringer, and there's no one's gonna dictate my life. So that's my story about that. So please, everybody, my channel's doing well. I have 7 subscribers and about 300 views already within 2 days of starting this channel. It all started because of John MGTOW's Freedom from John. So that's why I started this channel. to take the flag and run with it, because he encourages all of us to make our own content. And I want to run with the flag to help younger guys, even though the younger guy is probably gonna have to go through it himself to know what it's like. Say a 15-year-old kid. I have actually, okay, I won't say that, but the 15-year-old kid doesn't know yet, and he's probably gonna have to go through this pain before he knows. So telling a young person, giving them this information, we're just gonna be like the old guy. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. You just don't have game. They're gonna think, but these people are gonna know eventually. But it's good to get the information out there, and it's probably shooting myself in the foot by putting myself out there. I'm gonna try to keep my identity hidden, but I'll probably get exposed eventually. Someone's gonna recognize my voice. But whatever, I'm having fun with it. Maybe sometime down the road I'll delete all this content and just disappear off the internet. But for now, I'm enjoying myself, and we'll see where it takes us. But for now, please like my videos, please subscribe, please click the bell, please share the videos, and please leave a positive comment, because it tells YouTube that the channel is good, and it's going to make it grow, and I appreciate that, you know. And maybe I'll even try the fan funding down the road as well. But for now, I'm just doing the content. I'll figure that out as I go. But whatever, it's you know, whatever. I really like to build a channel, because I see John's channel growing, and I like to do the same thing as well. Because I got a lot to say on this fucking subject. A lot to say. I got 100 stories. I'm 43 years old. I've been through about 200 girls in my life. You know, at least, in terms of some form of relationship or another, you know what I mean? So I got a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of experience on this fucking subject that I think would be interesting for the listener. So everybody, go out and fucking claim your birthright, because it's a fucking man's world, and you know, be a fucking alpha male. Do not be a simp in this life. Do not be a mangina. Take hold of your destiny. Don't let a woman. See your woman at the end of the night. Do business during the day, and see your woman for an hour or two, and then go home. Go to her place and fuck her, and then go home. And have freedom. Do not take a woman on in this life, because it's just a chore. It's just going to be a fucking chore. My ex-girlfriend would have me get her ice cream every night before she came over, and she pulled this fucking scam where it's 5 minutes to closing, and she'd call me and say, "Can you get me ice cream?" "Oh, I'm not going to have time to go to the ice cream store, and you live right near the next to..." "I'm not going to have time to go get my ice cream. Can you go get it, because you live 5 minutes next to a grocery store, but I'm going to be late coming over." And I'd have to foot the bill for this fucking ice cream every fucking night. The ice cream was $10. It was vegan ice cream. Very expensive ice cream. If you get a girlfriend, it's just going to be a chore. You know, and you don't have time to deal with someone else's shit. You have X amount of years in your life to become a millionaire. And believe me, you're going to want to become a millionaire as you get older, because when you're 30 years old, being broke is not cute anymore. You have X amount of years to build wealth, and you're not going to be able to do that if you got some fucking bitch that's giving you problems. And believe me, women are fucking problems. Fuck them, but that's it. Alright guys, take care.